it's a Monday, 20:57 p.m. I finished my time, nearly finished. I'm running a bit late today, but it's fine. I'm on my last bit. So my new words for this week are dismay, incidental, capricious, and insurmountable. Dismay means caught by surprise. Incidental means less important. Capricious means unstable. And insurmountable means too great to overcome. So remember, the way I learn words, I put them into sentences. So for example, that caught me by dismay. I didn't expect that. Incidental. The way I look at my cats is my cats are incidental to my dog. In my opinion. Capricious. A lot of people think trading is capricious, but if you learn to do it the proper way, it can be very stable and lucrative. Insurmountable. A lot of people think getting rich is insurmountable, but no, it's very, very possible. If you have belief, indefatigability, and efficacy, you can do it. So yeah, when I'm learning words, I put them into sentences and I make sure to consciously use them throughout my day. Because when you do that, when you're learning something and you actively put it into when you consciously try anything, what you're doing is you're making your brain circuits connect, and that's how you remember things. So every time I'm saying my new words in my day-to-day language, I'm creating wires. I'm connecting neurons in my brain to make it stronger, and then eventually it's going to be with you for life. I'll never forget the word. And also, the last task of my timetable that I'm doing now is I'm learning about BMW. I want to know their history. And I want to know the history and how it started of BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Lamborghini, and Rolls-Royce. I just want to know the history of them 5 companies. So yeah, what I can tell you about BMW, this is literally my first day learning about it, but one thing is the reason their logo is blue and white is to replicate the Bavarian flag, which was blue. That's why BMW is white and blue. And also, BMW started off as an aircraft company. They weren't always making automobiles. So yeah. The time is 23:21 p.m. 10 p.m. I've just finished my daily analysis for tomorrow. So I'm bearish fiber, bearish GN, bullish Kiwi, and bullish AD-CAD. Today was meant to be the day I do my TikTok video. I'm going to get on TikTok. I'm getting on TikTok because I'd be pissed if I didn't monetize my brain surgeries. And when I say monetize, I don't even mean money. I just mean inspire other people, get some eyeballs on me, and show people that hardships are a real thing and you can overcome them. So I'm not doing TikTok for money. Don't need to make money off of TikTok. But I want to inspire people, let people know that, everyone goes through different things, show people my miscellaneous path, and yeah, so I'm going to start TikTok, but I need to get a new SIM. I don't want to be using my phone number and then have everyone I know just seeing my video straight away. You might think, that's, if you're feeling like that, you need to not care what people think. And yeah, I know, it's easy to say that than actually put into practice, but yeah. I think everyone cares what people think to a certain extent, or you're a psycho. But yeah, I just need a new SIM, and then I'll get on TikTok. If people I know see the video, I don't mind. But if I literally upload it to my TikTok account I have now, they're going to just see it straight away. I don't want that. I don't even have TikTok on my phone, but a few years ago I used to swipe on that. TikTok is, that will mash up your attention span. I came off that quick, and I see too many women on there. Too many good looking women, and there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're focused on something, it's all hedonism, all a distraction. Can't let that get in between you. So yeah, once I've got this number, this new SIM, and I start my TikTok, that'll be within the next 10 days. Also, I took a trade today. It was a loss, but there was zero execution or mindset errors. So I've made a new section on where I journal my trades, and it's basically on my performance. So I rate it 1 to 5. Each numbers have different prerequisites to actually use the numbers, and that's how another way of how I'm gonna monitor my progress. I did my mindfulness today. Already when I'm on the charts, just like the mindfulness comes to fruition in real time, literally. The mindfulness will kick in. So yeah, mindfulness is going well. Yeah, man. Also, I've been thinking about, every day I'm always thinking of something. I've been just further finalising the next chess moves I want to take, and also how I can efficiently run a remote property company. I don't mind doing viewings, here and there as I'm learning and getting my first few properties, but I always work with the end goal in mind. My end goal in mind is to be able to sit in Bali and be purchasing a property. Not to say that I'm going to do that, but if I work with that end goal in mind, then I can systemize it all. So it doesn't matter where I am. I want to be glitching around the world. I don't want to be stuck in one place. I want to be glitching. 1 minute I'm in Miami, then I'm in Dubai, then I'm in Bangkok. I want to be glitching, but I still want business to be, going. I still want to be buying properties when I'm wherever. Doesn't matter where I am. So yeah, I've just been watching a guy who does that, taking some bits from him. So yeah, I'm gonna buy my first property at 21. So that's 2 years. So yeah, well, less than 2 years, like a year and 5 months. So that's when I want to buy my first property. Yeah. So then, buy my first property, work with the end goal in mind, systemize it. Then 22, I want to be buying like 4 properties a month. 4 properties a month. And eventually move into different things. Property is a business. People think property is just one, or buy a house, rent it out for 300 a month. No, there's multiple. It's so miscellaneous, all the directions you can take in property. But yeah, also all of these chess moves, property, etc., that all is from trading. Trading has to work. Obviously everything works. Sorry, that's the wrong word. My desired future trader needs to come to fruition first, then we can start getting into all of these different avenues. However, I like to plan ahead, because a lot of people don't plan ahead. That's the problem. I would hate to, my trading's improved, making money, then all of a sudden I'm complacent and I think I don't need to do anything else. I mean, technically, you're right, I don't need to do anything else apart from trade, but I think when you have certain dreams and aspirations, just stopping is not something you do. Fuck that, I ain't stopping. There's multiple things, but there's also a thin line between laser focus and then splitting your attention. Split attention gives you split results. So the only reason I can actively be, learning and still doing all of these things, like learning about property like I was today, that's only because of the hours and years I spent previously studying the markets. When I was locked in on studying the markets, I wasn't learning nothing else. It was purely trading. But now I've reached a point where I can study whatever the fuck I want. I've put in so many hours of chart work. Now I can. The work I do in my trading now is mindset. I still track my trades and make new adjustments, but it's not as intense as someone just starting out. I've been trading 3 years. In February, it'll be 4 years. But yeah, next year I want trading to really just pop. I want it to be popping. I want to get into AUM as well, assets under management, gain some investors. Then I'm distributing percentage gains each month to investors. But yeah, man, there's a lot of plans. It's 23 o'clock, the 23rd. I'm just in bed, pensive. I'm thinking, what are the next steps? How can I guarantee myself to get out of this situation? What's the next steps for my trading? How can I improve? I feel like this is the last puzzle piece. I can analyze charts. It's now the mindset. I did a review on my trades. So I had 37 trades to look at. Basically, I encapsulated all of it, and I found out all the trades I should have taken, and it was 22. So out of my 37 trades, there was 22 trades I should have taken. And I should have won 8 of them, or I would have won 8 of them if I was executing with the right mental model. Now remember, my issue is my mindset, not my analysis, but by extension, having a mindset problem shows as, trading errors. But so to the lazy person, they'd look at it and think, oh, that's a trading mistake. And that's what I was doing perpetually for a good 5 months. I was thinking, oh, that's a trading mistake. Let me just notice and write down my trading mistakes. But then, only very recently, I dug deep into it and I realized these mistakes have a root cause, and until that root cause has been subjugated, the trading mistakes will never disappear. Never. And I think one of my subconscious defensive mechanisms was me believing, it's analysis, because I never had the common mindset errors that traders have. Things like impetuously getting into positions, not having a stop loss, prices moving to your stop loss so you make your stop loss bigger. Because I never had these obvious errors, I always just thought, no, it's analysis. But no, upon pensive and deep introspections, I came to the conclusion that it damn fucking well is mindset. It's fear of missing out that I'm struggling with. Not now. I ain't struggling with shit. I ain't limiting myself. Fuck that. But the problem has been FOMO. So I got 29 minutes done today of mindfulness. And there's a particular mindfulness plan I follow to alleviate the potential FOMO mistakes reoccurring. Today and yesterday I had a great performance day. It was a 5 out of 5. That basically means en route to becoming the desired trader I want to be. So I rated a 5 today and a 5 yesterday. Didn't take any trades today, but I trivialized a lot of them. And that's good, because in the past I wouldn't have trivialized shit. So I'm just thinking the next steps, which are keep doing my mindfulness and keep getting experience of the mindfulness in real time. Because that's how, I can keep, managing my progress and just looking forward. This always happens when I'm in bed. Remember, when you're in bed, your brain is in theta state. That's the creative state of your brain. That's why you think so much when you're in bed. And also in the shower. When you're in the shower, you're in that state as well. So one of the good things is that my mindset problems are not so egregious. So it shouldn't take much for me to correct them and alleviate them from happening again. Because they're not deep problems. Mindfulness can definitely combat them. Because I've already seen on the charts how the mindfulness is it's working. Obviously, it's not going to fully just eradicate all my errors. Nothing good is quick. And I've only been doing this mindfulness for a week. This is my second week doing it this week. So if I just keep on doing it, then it's gonna improve it and keep making little adjustments. Like today, I adjusted my mindfulness plan a little bit. Like just what you're actually thinking in the mindfulness. But my FOMO problems are not deep, which is good. Which means it's going to be easier for me to subjugate them. Because once I have this mindset, once I can look at the charts with an abundant mindset and be willing to trivialize setups and just walk away, that is when I'll become a killer in the charts. Having an abundant mindset is good for many things. Not just trading, it's good for business, good for women. Like, that abundance mindset is good. And not being scared to walk away as well. It's another good mental model to operate in. So just gonna trust the process. Keep going. Alright, today is Thursday, the 25th of July. I've had 3 good trading days. When I say good, I'm not even talking about P&L, I'm talking about mindset, because my issue from trading, which I found from my pensive introspections, were mindset issues. And the last 3 days have been great. Taken 3 trades and had 1 winner. One of them did go in my direction, but just didn't hit my TP. But if my trajectory is 40%, it is, because I've looked at my data and calculated and seen it, then taking 3 and winning 1 trade is fine. You're not going to be able to tell how your winners and losers are going to play out. For example, you could have 5 losers in a row or 5 winners in a row. You don't know what formation is going to come in. So I'm happy I've had 3 good trading days. This is my second week of, looking at the charts and trading with a new mental model, which is congruent to the desired trader I want to be. It's just about having an abundant mindset and not being scared to trivialize setups and walk away. And my problem was that I didn't want to miss trades so much that I actually missed trades. And what I actually mean by that is, for example, if there was a setup forming, I didn't want to miss it so much, and price it was moving away from my entry, and then I moved my stop loss tighter so I can afford the setup, but then it stops me out and then goes in my direction. So then I've got stopped out, and now price has actually gone in my direction. So I'm not in the trade, all because I wanted to be in the trade so much. And that's mindset, that's discipline, that's not giving in to your impetuous impulses. So yeah, second week of mindfulness, I've been doing it 8 times a day, 4 sessions. So 8 minutes a time, 4 times a day, so 32 minutes a day. This is my second week of it. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep going. Surprise, surprise, as soon as I make a change and shift in my mental model, I've been in good trade ideas. Isn't that crazy? I haven't changed my technicals, I've just changed my perception and perspective of the markets. And now I'm trivializing setups and walking away from setups. I'm getting into setups. All because I've just shifted how I'm looking at the markets. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, I'm excited to see. Well, we're at the end of July. Every month I say this is the month. So I'm not gonna put a time on it anymore. I have said September. I want it to be a good P&L month. However, I'm not too fussed about the time. If I keep doing my daily habits, it will add up into weekly habits, that will add up into monthly habits, and yeah. So I'm excited to see how August plays out, because August will be the first month, like the first full month of me trading with my updated mental model. I haven't traded with my updated mental model for a full month yet. So August is going to be, I'm excited to see how August plays out. But yeah, I've been learning about BMW. So an interesting fact is BMW started off, they didn't start with cars, they started off building engines for aircrafts for the German Air Force in World War One. And they weren't always called, BMW stands for Bavarian Motor Works. Before, it was Bavarian Aircraft Works. So it was Bayerische Flugzeugwerke. That's how you say it in German, which is translated to Bavarian Aircraft Works. But yeah. So it's Thursday today. Last week of learning BMW's history, just some of it. Then I'm going to move on to either Audi, Mercedes, Rolls-Royce or Lamborghini. Okay, it's Friday. It's currently 8:43 p.m. the 26th of July. I'm just about to map out how my week went, doing introspection. And yeah, once I've done it, I'll update. Alright, so I've done my weekly recap and encapsulation. So I took 5 trades this week. 3 of them were correct. However, I didn't get to capitalize on them because I still have mindset perspective problems. The beautiful thing about trading is if your mindset is not aligned, your technical analysis is totally trivial if your mindset is not aligned. So 5 trades, 3 of the ideas were correct, but my mindset model didn't allow me to capitalize them. What that actually means is I was in the trade, but I did something that took me out of the trade based on my mindset and mistakes. The mistakes come from the mindset though. But mindfulness has worked on one of my areas, and it was immediate. Literally, I've been doing it for 2 weeks and it's already mitigated a certain error I was making. So now I'm focused on the next area of my mental model, and this next area is what didn't let me capitalize on these 3 trades that I should have capitalized on. And the only reason I can always find work to do and make adjustments is because of the 24/7 introspections I do. I'm 24/7, I'm always self-analyzing, finding new ways, thinking of new things to do, because I track all my data. So this next week I'm going to make a new timetable. We'll just change some things, and it's going to start at 4 a.m. and I'm going to do that for just 2 weeks because I do value sleep, but 2 weeks I'll sacrifice. If I do 2 weeks of this starting at 4 a.m, we'll go 4 a.m till 10 a.m, just straight work. Then at 10 a.m. I'll be finished. When I say finished, listen, let me make something clear. I'm never finished. I'm always working. But I mean finished off of my regimented schedule. So 4 till 10, that's 6 hours I'll do. Then at 10 I'll do a bit of not working, like not following a timetable. However, I'm still thinking of things, coming up with new ideas and new ways to execute differently. And then we'll start work again at 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. It's about a 9-hour day of work. And also something, just because you're working doesn't mean you're being productive. Let me make that clear. You can be working 10, 20, however many hours. Doesn't mean you're being productive. So what I try and do is I try and squeeze out the most out of my day doing productive stuff that moves me in the direction I want to head towards. I always think backwards. I reverse engineer. A lot of people say, I don't know what to do. That's, in life, like their job, their next whatever. They say, I don't know what to do. I'd never think in that mental model. I think, how do I want my life to look? Because let's say, for example, you want your life to look like you're going to be on private jets, glitching around the world, diamond watches, supercars. If that's how you want to live, I'm not saying that's how I want to live, by the way, I'm just saying, if that's how you want to live, or if you feel like, or your passion is making cupcakes, you need to understand that cupcakes doesn't get to that point. And don't get all technical saying, you can start a business and start a cupcake business on TikTok. Fuck all of that low entry shit. That's low probability shit. I don't operate in a low probability. I don't like ambivalent ventures. I like certainty. I like something where I get out exactly what I put in. That's what I'm interested in. So yeah, I always think back, what's the desired version of me? Then I reverse engineer it. And that's what I do with life. That's how I keep moving forward. But yeah, this week, 5 trades. I have noticed the positive from this week is my mindfulness has mitigated one aspect of the mistakes that I was making. So next week, I expect this new, 2 weeks from now, I want to say, this new aspect that I'm working on right now has improved as well. We'll keep doing these things, keep doing introspections, keep making adjustments. Remember, I do the same things every day with small adjustments, daily habits. So yeah, from next week, starting at 4 a.m, crack on with some work till 10, then have a little break. When I say break, I don't mean fucking sit down and have a coffee. I mean just come off of the regimented schedule. It's also important I don't follow the schedule, because when I don't follow the schedule, that's when I get my most creative thoughts, because my mind's just racing. When I'm following a regimented timetable, it's task. I'm actively doing things. But weekend is good, and when I'm finished my first timetable, it's good, because then I can allow myself to think. Also, so this weekend I'm actually going out. I haven't been out in ages. I don't go out much unless it's my acupuncture. I don't go out, but I'm going to see a certain family member who's 93, and he's recently been diagnosed with dementia. So one of the harsh and sad realities that I've accepted is that, your older family members are going to die. So I haven't seen this certain family member for 8-9 years, and he's been asking about me. When he found out I was in hospital, he's been asking about me, etc. And he still remembers me, which is great. So I'm going to see him this weekend. I'm going to stay with him for 2 days, which is absolutely amazing. Whilst he still remembers me, and also I understand that he's going to, probably die in the next, if I want to be nice about it, I'll say 10 years. However, boy, I've lost multiple family members. And so now I make sure to message and, consistently check on all of my old family members, because I understand that they're going to die soon. A lot of people, they don't want to talk about death. I don't mind talking about death. Death is literally, everyone's gonna die. The way I look at death is, my thing is all about, if you've lived a good life, I won't be so sad that you died. For example, my mother. When my mother dies, if she has lived a good life, and I'm sure she will because I'm a G, and I'm not going to allow her to keep living a mediocre life. If I can get all of my mum's dreams completed and I know she's lived good, I'll deal with the death of her a lot easier. Whereas if she'd had a shit to mediocre life, that would be really hard on me. So yeah, everyone around me, I want to give them all good lives before they die. Because if I don't, it's not going to be good. It's going to have a big impinge on my mental state. So yeah.